Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another video. It is like 7:30 in the morning, and this video is going to be an exciting one because we're driving to Oriska, North Dakota to go pick up 2 new pieces of farm equipment. One piece a little more exciting than the other, but regardless, it's new equipment, which who doesn't love that? I'm gonna, of course, keep it a surprise. We're gonna go drive over there now. We're gonna be pulling a trailer for one of the pieces of equipment. The other piece of equipment, we're gonna drive home. And I'll show you guys the equipment when we get there or when we get back with it. Enjoy the video, and thank you for all the support of the YouTube channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you like when we get new farm equipment. So let's go. We're gonna go pick up the new equipment for the farm here in the middle of December. Big purchase and something that'll be a game changer, of course. Let's go. Well, everybody, hello again and welcome to another video. We're back from the farm where we just purchased some equipment. Now, actually, we bought this equipment several days ago on an online auction, and we just went to go get it today. We had to kind of figure out what day was the best day to go as far as temperatures. It's kind of cold today. We figured this would be a good day to drive, and also we need to get the trailer figured out for this thing. So I brought home the trailer and the first piece of equipment. My dad is on the way back, about 30 minutes away with the second. You guys ready for the grand reveal of equipment piece number 1? Drum roll. There it is. It's a new header for combining sunflowers. This header is an 853 John Deere header and it's for sunflowers, as I said. Now, we actually already have one of these. We have an 853A, but this was a pretty good deal. A lot of times we'll just do sunflower combining with one combine, and we might still do that, but it's good to have the other option if we need to. And then also, of course, parts. If something bad happens to one, we can always take parts from the other, so they're pretty much the same piece of equipment. But I'll keep walking you guys around this new header for the combine. To get into the details, the rows of sunflowers are going to be going right there. These are going to be in between the rows of sunflowers. They're going to be fed in this chain, and the head is going to be sticking up, kind of like that one over there. That's going to get up to that cylinder in the middle where it's going to crush the heads and put them into the combine. The combine does the rest, but this is the attachment for sunflowers. Big sunflower people here on Stolz Farm. That's the first piece of equipment. You might hear the machinery running in the background. I have all kinds of stuff running. And in this 30 minutes before my dad gets back with the new piece of equipment that's in the thumbnail and that I'll show you when he gets back, I'm going to move some equipment around, put some stuff away for the weekend, kind of prepare for him to come back and put that away. This one's cool. It's gonna be a good addition, but the next one's the game changer, and the next one I'm pretty excited about. So he'll be back in a little bit. I'll check in with you then. See you soon. All right, everyone, some stuff's moving around. It's cold out here, but the new piece of equipment is here. You can hear it rumbling in the background. What is it? What is it? I'm gonna do the grand reveal. I feel like there should be more to this than just showing you. A little cold to take the drone up and do any crazy stuff like that. But here it is. The new piece of equipment is a Terragator. Boom! This is a Terragator from Cat, and this is a fertilizer spreader machine. So this is something that in the past we've always done, spreading urea in the soil before we till it, and we've always hired out the fertilizer spreading to be done by third-party people. So we just pay them to come do it. They rip through it pretty fast. They have something similar to this. Now we've got our own. This is the Terragator 1903 air spreader. This is from like the late 90s, 99, 96, something like that. And this thing is a beast, as you can see. Really, really long piece of equipment. The wings are gonna go out, spread fertilizer on the soil before we till it into the ground, and we no longer have to hire this job out, so we got our own. Should be a great purchase for the farm. I'm excited about it because when you hire something out like fertilizer spreading to somebody else, you're kind of on their time schedule, whether or not they can fit you in, how much they can get done while they're at your farm. You're really in a crunch sometimes because of their schedule. So if they do a whole bunch of spreading, you have to cultivate all of that in. And if they don't get to your farm for a while, you really can't proceed with the planting process. So having our own will allow us to set our own schedule on how we want to do this and how we want to approach our planting season as far as time is concerned, how much fertilizer we want to spread at a time. So here it is up close, the Terragator. It's running, so it's a little bit loud. So we're gonna put this piece of equipment away. I'll give you guys a full walk around once we do that. And these are the two pieces of equipment new on the farm today, here in December 2020. The Terragator fertilizer spreader and a new sunflower header. That thing's long. That's like a farm limousine, but it does fit in our shed, so phew, we're actually kind of worried. All right, so I'm up in the combine. This is the 9610. Now we're gonna start trying to tackle getting this header off the trailer before I show you guys around the Terragator. So our header trailer that we actually had for hauling headers didn't really work out for sunflower header because of the length differences and stuff like that. Just a little bit tippy, so we actually used a flatbed. But with a flatbed, it's gonna be a little high. As you can see, the combine where we scoop up the headers is pretty low to the ground actually. Nini for reference. So what we're gonna do is pull the flatbed with the header down through a ditch and then come on the road with the combine and try to scoop the header up that way, so the header is a little bit lower than the level of the combine. So we're gonna see if it works. Kind of got a feeling it will. We did something similar to load it, to drop it off, so it should be seamless. That seems like famous last words, but oh well. We're gonna go try to do it. Header should already be there, and I'm in the combine to get this thing on. Woo! Got her off! No casualties. Didn't doubt us for a second. Alrighty, so the combine header is off over there with the other ones for the winter. But that header is more so a backup, and the Terragator, honestly, we need to read the manual or something and just get a little bit more brushed up on how to operate that thing. We're gonna go over there right now. I'm walking over to the shed and I'm gonna poke around a little bit in that Terragator, show you guys the inside, show you guys a closer walk around, and let you guys in on the purchase. So I'll probably do more of an equipment feature video later, but we'll do a quick little synopsis right now. All right, so here it is, the Terragator. Like I said, this is a cat machine. Light's a little bit dimmer up here in the front, but we got some bright lights in the back so we can look at this thing. The tires are just monsters to start. I did this video this summer when the combine tire popped, actually with sunflowers, and that was about a $5,000 tire. This thing's bigger by far, so we're hoping that no tires go out as we use this thing. It looks like they have a lot of life left on them, but they are almost 6 feet tall and super wide. 3 of them on this thing, but it should be like a pretty smooth ride through the field, and you can go pretty fast. The guy I bought this from said he goes like 20 miles an hour. Now, without going up there, we're gonna put fertilizer up in that tank up there. We use urea, and urea is really corrosive. It really rusts things really bad, which is actually why we have some rust forming already on this thing. So you can see it just in the machine a little bit more than normal, and this is not even with being stored inside most of the time. You still got some corrosion all in here because of that stuff just eating at this metal. That's just kind of the way it is. That's just kind of the name of the game with these things, but you gotta do the best you can, keep it inside, clean out the tanks after you're done using them, run some water through this whole system with the boom so you get all that out and flush it. That's the best you can do, and that's something we need to learn how to do a little bit. But you fold out the wings just like a sprayer, as I've showed you. The booms are gonna go out, and fertilizer is just gonna drop right out of those. We'll climb up inside, and I'll just let you peek inside the cab without a full walkthrough because I haven't used it yet. Give you guys a sneak peek of the machine. We even got a buddy seat for Everett. How about that? This is the inside. It is a little dark in here, so you can't see all the gauges, but there's a ton. It's just like a sprayer as far as how it seems when you sit with this view of the hood and then the wings. Just like a sprayer, except a whole bunch more knobs and gauges. All these gauges right here, all of them right here, this whole unit right here, all of this down here. There's just knobs and gauges everywhere. So long story short with this thing is we have some learning to do, but I do think we'll pick up on it. I mean, the guy we bought it from was self-taught in these things as well, so I believe we will do just fine. So, just about the end of the day, I'm gonna walk back to the house. To recap why we even bought this thing, we always put fertilizer on our crops, and we pay someone to spread for us, and this is just something that's gonna pay for itself, honestly. Got a pretty good deal on it in the auction. We're crossing our fingers that there's no big repairs to do on it, and that it's all gonna be pretty smooth process that first year using it. But within a year or two, it should pay for itself because of the price we got it for compared to what we pay the people to spread it for us. So we're looking forward to it, experimenting with it. Honestly, we'll probably take it out, do a couple dry runs, get used to the controls and all that, but new purchases are always exciting. I know I talked a lot in this video. Hopefully you guys are as excited as we are about this new piece of equipment. Subscribe to the channel, like this video so you support the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for joining me for another YouTube video, taking part in a new equipment purchase for the farm. I'll talk to you guys later.